What's up, everyone? Coach Vance here, back with No Cap, Just Facts, where we shut down career myths and separate the facts from the foolishness. Listen, no cap. One of the biggest lies some students often believe is this: if I don't have my career fully figured out before I graduate, I've failed. Listen, let me be clear. This mindset is not true, and it causes way more stress than anxiety, which leads to more bad decisions than people realize. So today, we're shutting down that myth.
No cap, just facts. Let's get into it.
So let's talk about it. You don't need everything figured out before you graduate, right? What you need momentum, not mastery. Graduation isn't a finish line, it's a transition point. Employers aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for effort, curiosity, and someone who can learn. Careers are built through experience, not perfect planning. So why should this matter to you? Well, it can mess you up in many different ways. That's why. One, it creates unnecessary pressures. Who needs unnecessary pressures? You feel like there's a deadline on your entire future, which leads to panic applications, or you selling for roles you don't quite understand, or you freezing up completely. Two, it turns comparison into a confidence killer. You start telling yourself, my friends already have a job. They know what they're doing and I'm behind, right? You don't see what's actually happening with your friends, right? You don't see how many of them are unsure too. They're just not saying it out loud. Three, it stops action. You wait for clarity before moving forward, but clarity doesn't necessarily come from thinking. It comes from doing. You see, many professionals don't connect the dots until after they graduate. And that's no cap.
Damn.
I see this all the time. A student sits down and says, Coach Vance, I don't have a clue what I want to do. I feel behind. But when we actually talk about it, here's what they do have, right? Here's what they do have. One, a part-time job. Two, a class project they enjoyed, a leadership role in a student organization, and skills they didn't even realize they were building. They didn't need a job title. What they needed was translation. So instead of asking themselves, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? I offer that they ask themselves, what problems do they like solving, right? What environments energize them or drain them? What skills do they want to keep using or keep building? While they may not graduate with their dream job, they will graduate with direction, confidence, and the next step. Who knows where they'll be 3 years from now? They could be in a role they never would have chosen at the age of 21, and I love it. I don't consider that failure. That's how careers actually work. So let me leave you with two things. Number one, your goal before graduation shouldn't be certainty, it should be traction, meaning you should try things out, you should talk to people, and you should continue working on building your skills, right? One of my favorite sayings is this: learn what you don't want to do, right? Learn what you don't want to do, okay? That way you find out quickly. Number two, your first job is a data point, not a life sentence. So you're gathering information about yourself, your strengths, and work environments. You are not locking yourself into a forever decision. So if you're thinking, I don't have it all figured out yet, good for you. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. That's no cap, just facts. As always, I appreciate you. If you like this content, give me that heart or thumbs up and share, because sharing is caring. If you have a question, send it to askcoachvance@gmail.com. Lastly, if you aren't following me yet, follow or subscribe on the tube or gram at Coach Vance Corner. I'm Coach Vance, and I'm out.